Single 40 podcast. We're starting our series within the series today. We're back in Angeles City.
Cheers.
We got Chubs DubC with us. First one to sit down with us. He was the first one to sit down with us on the first time around. So excited to have him back.
I'm glad to be here with you guys. Glenn and Nick bringing the party to town again. I really appreciate that.
Of
you
course,
guys do it
man.
right. You do it right.
We appreciate you, and we appreciate the support in the Making Walking Street Great Again campaign that we've been after for a while.
Positive vibes. Bring it back.
I mean, I think what you're doing is doing it too, because you're obviously doing all kinds of different informative stuff about anything from restaurants to hotels to rentals. So
racetracks,
everything,
cover it
right?
all. A lifestyle. It's kind of what it is. Yeah, absolutely.
So our goal has always been to bring tourism, money, partying back to Angeles. So we're glad to be working with you and focusing on that.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate you getting a hold of me and setting up these podcasts for all of us.
Definitely. Anything you've been working on recently, or any coming up plans with your channel?
It's always tapping into new things and being spontaneous. Who can I see, or what can I get into next? I really don't. I tried to do a calendar, and it doesn't work. Especially around here, people will drop the ball. You'll call them, you'll have a meeting, Filipino time, they don't show up, you get a little frustrated. I don't want to be frustrated, so it's just kind of spontaneous, what I feel for the day. If I don't have anything, I can walk the streets, just talk to a few Filipinos or locals, and it's instant content. People are so happy around here. I like that.
So you're still touching the pool stuff a little bit with
the
Reyes guy.
Yeah, Efren Reyes. I have a gentleman, I watch Jeff Galen vlogs, who is, I don't know if he's related to Efren Reyes. He covers every one of his money matches or his exhibition matches. So whenever I'm editing, I have that on. Just as like a filler, I don't get distracted by it. When it pops up live and it's local, I'm a moderator on his channel. I say, how you doing, whatever. He says, come on down. So whenever I can get Efren Reyes on a video, I do.
That's
golden
awesome.
Here. It's
you know what, dude? It's golden everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're aware of who Joe Rogan is. He's the biggest podcast on earth.
Yes.
He name dropped him the other day in a podcast I was listening to. I guess Joe is a pool player, one of his many interests, and he was talking about Efren Reyes being like one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm sure when Joe talked about it, people are Googling that guy's name, and they're probably coming across some of your content. So
when I first filmed him, honestly, I didn't know too much of him before I came here. I always rooted for the U.S.-based players. When I watched 20 years ago billiard competitions, didn't know what the Philippines was and stuff. Get here to town, he's one of the biggest celebrities in town, if not the biggest. Huge promoter of billiards, changed the world of the game. He's considered the greatest of all time in regards to billiards.
Wow. And he lives here in Angeles.
Wow. And he's very humble. He's a great guy. I can get things signed from him whenever I go there. He's actually called me Chad once, which surprised me. He meets millions and knows so many people. So, I'm real appreciative of the vlogger that I follow.
Oh, you've had an effect on him. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, you joined us on Monday night for our big bar hopping campaign. Did you enjoy yourself?
Absolutely. It's always fun to see. I want to see how big the crowd's getting. You did it right. You advertised before coming here for several months. I think the first time it wasn't maybe as exposed. You probably didn't know what you were getting into with those first few times. Now you've put it out there. You got your single at 40 Angels. Is that the name of the dance crew?
As we call the girls.
I love those girls. I fall in love with they're any girl that can dance, and there's a lot of girls that can dance at those. And you had like 50 plus 60 people this time.
So the story behind them is kind of cool. It's like back when we first started the channel, when we weren't allowed to film anywhere, a couple of the bars we just enjoyed going to was Sky and Club Vegas and Genesis. And we would always just bar hop those places when we come to town because they're just our favorite spots. And we knew some of the door guys that worked there. And those 15 girls that you're speaking of were like the first ones that like let us film and put on shows and dance parties and all that stuff. And so then we just started bringing them. Like we'd go to Sky first and we'd grab them, then we'd take them to Genesis, and we'd grab the Genesis girls, we'd go to Vegas. And so by the end of the night, they were all with us, and it kind of just I'm a loyal dude, so is Glenn, so it kind of just has been them ever since. And there's some that have came and gone and some that have added, but that core group has been with us since the start. So
they're amazing. They're fun. They're positive. They're lighting up the crowd. They're doing routines on stage. You take over the stage. The girls that work the bars are okay with it all. You're making it rain money-wise. You know, some of these people are making a few pesos that they wouldn't make pesos otherwise.
yeah, I don't think any of the angels actually work in the bars anymore. They're all past it. But whenever we come to town, obviously they roll with us, and they're the ones that do the money rain. It's not us. You know? And you probably noticed that they're the ones throwing the money.
Yeah.
We catch a ton of shit in comments from guys talking shit about money rain, which is fun. But I mean, try to find a video where you see me throwing money and you won't fucking find it. But the negativity, it's there.
It's there. It's always going to be there.
How about your page? I know there's negativity on everyone's comments.
Yes. Okay. The video I put out today covers Club Atlantis, the tour on the inside, touches base on our Monday night partying together. I touch base on different bars up and down Walking Street. I'm talking about the new tiling they're going to do. They're going to hang lights over it. There's going to be changes, maybe add some trees. One of the comments just before I came here, the guy says, I'm not going to Walking Street to see trees and see upgrades, you know, boring video. Something like that hits you a little bit, you know, so I said, okay, big guy, what are you going there for? You know, you need an attitude adjustment. I'm starting to get a little more vocal in my comments, whereas before I just would delete it. I'm leaving it there for everybody to see. And it's surprising how my followers will back me up. And they'll comment on top of it and say, dude, what's your problem?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's not as many as initially. I have a great following, but initially, probably every week, I had to hide a couple people. And some of those cut deep. Now it's just like brush it off, move on. These people are keyboard warriors and they got nothing else going on. So,
I mean, that's what it is. So at the very start of me and Glenn, like we were extremely naive to like the negatives comment. We're like, who's going to hate our shit? It's just a bunch of partying with a bunch of girls. Why would anybody say anything negative? And like right out the gate, you know, we're getting fucking hammered.
Yes.
And at first we're like, you know what? We want to maintain positivity. So we just basically ignored it, went the high road and ignored it, or would say thank you for watching. And then finally, you know, I was like, you know what, dude? Like, we got to start fucking defending ourselves and standing up for ourselves. So now we fully engage in it. Like, let's go. Like, bring it. Like,
yeah. I like your latest, what you're saying and how you're doing that. You know, the haters, and you're talking about it. You know, you're bringing it up. And it's going to be there. It's always going to be there. And I don't understand why they worry about people spending money. Like me being here for 3 years, cutting into savings. There's always the people that are going to rip like, you know, he doesn't have money. He's a cheap Charlie. He's going to leave before too long. I'm not going anywhere. You know, I don't care that I'm spending money. It's not the biggest priority in my life. It was my mother's, and I saw her worry about that all her life. I don't want to worry about that. I have savings. I have enough to get me through to 401s and Social Security and all that. I'm good with that. You guys are spending a lot of money when you come to town here. So I appreciate that, and they're going to hate us for that.
I mean, we have the same mindset as you. Like, obviously, fortunately, we have good careers. We have some good businesses that we have, and we make decent money, and we like to come share it. But I'm like you in the fact, like, if it all goes away, like, I'll go back and deliver pizzas like I was 18 years old, and I'll figure it out.
Worst case scenario, I'll go back to work.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not doing that.
You do what you got to do, right?
Absolutely.
No, definitely not worried about it. But yeah, no, so we've been firing back at the guys. I mean, unfortunately, like you said, that's like the keyboard warrior mentality. And I think a lot of these guys are guys that came here and got their heart broken by some fucking bar girl because the dude's an idiot.
Absolutely.
And then they just go to negative town. But I'm with you on, why are you worried about other people spending their money? Like, our big thing is, Glenn called him out, and I think 2 podcasts ago, he's like, come join us. Yeah. Like, come to the party with us. And if you don't have a good time, then go back to talking shit. But if you have a good time, like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I don't know why they worry. I guess in America, we're told and we're groomed to go to college, get a good job, have a family, buy investments like houses and vehicles, cabins, and make sure you're insured and you have a big mountain by the end of your life, your legacy to leave to others. You know, and a lot of people are anchored by all that. And I don't want to be anchored by that. I've been given the freedom. I'm not that far away. If I need to get home, I can get home in less than 2 days. You know, it's just, it's something I don't want to worry about or make a priority.
I totally agree with you. And that's on our whole mission statement thing. We talk about, you know, traveling and valuing time. And I think you're right. People, and definitely the U.S. I can't really speak for other countries, but they get into that rat race of life, family, job, career, which is fine. I got plenty of friends that do it. I'm sure you do too.
Yes.
But there's a whole subset of people who that either failed or didn't work or they never did it. And that's what we're trying to show these guys is like, hey, you know, maybe you're 40 and single.
Yes.
Come join us.
Yes.
Like maybe you don't have a wife anymore. Maybe you're divorced.
Yes.
You know, maybe you're looking for something different in life, you know?
Yes. There was always something missing there. Didn't know what it was. I was in the rut. I was, you know, professional and productive and good at what I did. And then I just cut those anchors and moved on. And I know everybody, you still want to do that, and that's fine. But it's just so much more rewarding. You know, once you step out of your comfort zone, you really start to live again. You know?
So let me ask you this. Something that me and Glenn discovered when we first came to the Philippines, you know, whatever, 15 years ago now on our first trip. Like, we had a lot of fun when we were young, you know, high school. We went to college together, had a great time in college. And then we started down that American path of career and all that shit. And at some point in time, stopped having fun, right?
Yes.
Didn't really realize it because you're just going down this path of what you're supposed to do in life. And then not till we came here on that first trip did we realize we're not having fun anymore in life.
Yes.
And we had fun here. And that's what spawned our, you know, repeat visits and coming. So for you, was that the rut? Were you not having fun?
I wasn't having fun. And especially when you get older in life and you're single and you're trying to date, that's just a nightmare.
Oh, fucking nightmare.
And then me not drinking for 20 years, you know, I got a few variables against me. But then you're able to think clearly and prioritize, and there was a lot missing there, you know. So yeah, I wanted to have some fun again. I just didn't want to work till I'm 65. I had an injury at work. Some cousins and friends were starting to die. Life was getting shorter and shorter, it seemed, and it wasn't fun any longer. So absolutely.
So here, what changed? What made it fun?
Well, the people, honestly. And like I said on my live this morning, I did not consider how rewarding this would be with followers, subscribers, local Filipinos. I didn't consider that every day people would come to me and thank me for what I'm doing and what I'm showing and informing. I'm trying to do it without disrespecting the locals, Americans and other foreigners that are here. It's just been, you know, it's been overwhelming and rewarding. No regrets.
Well, if you enjoy what you're doing every day, I mean, that's fucking the key to life.
I've always wanted to do this, and I'm glad I've cut the ties and I'm making it happen now. I'm learning every day, new little tricks and all about it all. The money's finally good. I'm breaking even, making a few pesos. So again, I don't want to worry about that, but it's also very nice to be comfortable again and moving forward and making people happy and informing them. You know, I've heard a few people say in the last couple months that they've come here because of me. Honestly, I'm a little uneasy with that comment yet, because the person or persons that I came here because of kind of stabbed me in the back once I got to realize who they were and what they were about. I didn't like that, so I hope I'm not going to be that way for them, and I don't think I am. It's just... that's also rewarding, but it's also a little frightening to hear something like that.
I'll give you my unsolicited advice and opinion on that. I don't think you should worry about it at all. And the reason being is you're authentic as fuck.
Yeah.
Like what you put out is authentic. It's, you know, you don't bullshit. You're not lying to anybody. And if somebody watches your videos and it motivates them to come, I think it's a good place because you're not misleading anybody. So
it's up to them.
You gotta embrace it, man.
If they have the vices, and I always say that, if you have addictions like gambling, women, drugs, alcoholism, any of that, you're gonna have a problem here.
Of course.
You're not gonna escape that. It's gonna come with you.
Well, you're gonna have that problem anywhere.
Yes.
So you're just gonna get elevated here.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. So that if that's your problem and you come here because of me and you drop the ball and you got to go back or you get in trouble, that's not my problem. I mean, that's you before you come here.
Well, they say there's a term, I'm going to butcher it, but it's something about like once you have money, all it does is inflate who you really are, or you know, push who you really are. And if you're a drunk gambling womanizer and you don't have a lot of money in the U.S., but you come here and it turns into a lot of money because of the exchange, it's just going to elevate those problems. So yeah, no, that's definitely something people.
Yeah.
But you should be proud of that, man. And I think That's why we have always liked your channels, because it is positive.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about this in the last podcast. One of the things that motivated me and Glenn to start making our videos was during COVID, when we would watch YouTube videos about Angeles, and that was before you had gotten started, or maybe we hadn't found you yet, but everything was negative.
Everything's negative.
Everything was negative about this place, from the scamming girls, the beggars on the streets, to the problems with the government and the infrastructure. And it's like, well, wait, we go there and have a great fucking time. Like, nobody's putting that content out there, you know?
Yeah. I don't know why they worry about things like that, like the garbage in the streets and the beggars. Just tell them no, overlook the garbage. Some people let those little things really get to them. They're just the small things in life, you know? Set that aside. Don't let the small things get to you.
We came across this one douchebag, and we talked about it actually in our last podcast, and then I'll tell you the whole story. It gets kind of funny. So this guy, it might even be a bot account for all we know, because it's like an AI voice. But what the guy does is he puts a camera on either a trike or a motorbike, right? And he does it not just in Angeles. He's done it in Manila, Bangkok, fucking Pattaya, all over Southeast Asia. And the footage is just basically a motorcycle driving up and down the street from like the the perspective of the driver, and he's going pretty slow. And then there's a voiceover, and it just starts naming all these negative things that are wrong with all these countries. And I was telling Glenn on the podcast, what made me upset about it was, the guy can have his own opinion, whatever, I don't care. But when you look into the comments, there's literally people commenting like, thanks for making the video. I was thinking about visiting there. I was thinking about going there. I'm not going to go.
Yes.
And it's like, bro, the misinformation, it's like, it drove me nuts. So we talked about it, and then some asshole wanted to know who he was, and I responded back in the comment like, I'm not even gonna mention the channel because I don't want people to watch it. And then some other guy comments, and he's like, because he has more subs and subscribers than you guys are freaking losers. So I went hard back at that guy. I was like, fuck you, man. But
the violence. I did a video because a guy I know got jumped, took his phone. Of course, he was a little bit too drunk. They stole his wallet, I believe, too. And of course, my thumbnail and whatever was something about the violence for that one occasion. But they were saying, what are you doing telling everybody it's violent here? It's not violent here. And it really isn't. For the amount of people and what's going on here, we don't, foreigners, see as much as probably Filipino on Filipino violence and crime. So it's really not a big deal. I thought about retitling it and doing something. It made me think, though, because I'm not trying to purvey or put out there that it's dangerous here, because I don't feel it's dangerous here.
No, not at all.
It's just it's hard to really put a thumb on that, but.
Well, I mean, it's not bad information to have people that are traveling here. So you just got to know your surroundings and be smart and safe about what you do. I mean, being drunk and out of control in any dark alley is not good anywhere in the world, not just the Philippines. I mean, you'll get rolled up in the U.S. just as fast. Right.
Don't carry your passport. Don't carry a lot of money. People always say dummy phones and stuff. I don't have dummy phones. I don't go that far, but.
Well, strength in numbers, too. I mean, if you want to visit a place like this and have a great time, I know a lot of people like to solo travel, but grab some friends or meet some people once you're here, There's always guys sitting around Phillies or Kokomo's,
Absolutely.
Go shake someone's hand, go meet Chubs,
Well, they know where I'm at Fridays and Mondays doing my lives. Come by, say hi, jump on a live. Just don't be out at 2:30 in the morning stumbling drunk. You're probably going to get taken advantage of by a woman or by a trike driver or whatever. Just don't put yourself in that situation. So situational awareness is huge.
Definitely. So after you started your channel and you've been going for a while now, what do you think is the biggest misconception people think about you or your channel when they just come to see it?
That's a good question.
It is. You might have to think about it.
Well, they all think I'm going to fail. They think I'm here for the girls. They always think that the guys are coming here for the girls, which a lot of them are, honestly. And I think I might have as well, because I always had an attraction towards Asian women. But I'm not here to womanize. I don't bar fine. I don't want a long-term relationship, kind of like I was in. So now it's more about the locals and the people and all that.
I'm sure plenty of people, since you were so public about your relationship and then obviously separation or breakup, I'm sure you got all kinds of shit on that.
Well, absolutely. There was some things early in the relationship that I probably could have dug into deeper, not knowing she had children for a while. some other things. And me not being in a relationship for 10 years before coming here, throwing myself into a relationship with a beautiful young Filipino like a lot of people do, too early. 3 months after I got here, I'm in a relationship for 2.5 years. And it fell in love pretty quickly. It was a great change. A lot of guys come here and they do the bar finding, or they find a girl. They get the rug pulled out. They hate the place. They hate the whole culture and everything here after that. I learned from it. Learn and move forward.
That's the key. That's the key. It's like, it's only education only makes you better.
Yeah.
And now you know what you want. You know what direction you want to go with your social life, if you will.
I like being single. I would not advise meeting a person on a dating site and coming here. Don't have anybody waiting for you, female-wise.
I totally agree. I don't think you should do that anywhere.
You're right. Right.
That's just a shitty play anywhere.
Oh, it's terrible. Get here, experience it for yourself. Crawl out of your shell a little bit. Talk to foreigners. Talk to locals. Don't be such an introvert, and then go forward from there. There's so many girls and beautiful women here in Southeast Asia. If you want a relationship, you can find one.
Just make friends. I mean, the one cool thing about Southeast Asia versus at least my personal experience in the United States is the girls are a lot more open here when it comes to like talking to you. Like girls will actually approach you.
Yes.
You can approach them and they'll have a conversation with you, where in the US that's sometimes a little bit harder to do. Yes. So it's like, just go make a bunch of friends. And if you end up finding a girl you want to spend your time with more, then go for it. If
pool league or something like that, go into a few bars, finding a nice group of people, perfect opportunity to bounce around different bars, meet special girls, people, whatever. Get to have friends, make some friendships. You'll start to realize pretty soon who you don't want to be around and maybe who you don't want to open up to. And I wouldn't advise opening up 100% to anybody here. Don't trust anybody, girls, guys. Kind of don't throw the walls up too high, but just protect yourself, No,
definitely. And I think, like we were saying earlier, I think that's where a lot of the negativity comes, is people get in relationships and then they get burned for whatever reason. But it's like, bro, that happens everywhere. Like, learn from it and move the fuck on,
Yes.
And there is the whole underbelly part of Angeles, and obviously that's not what we're about. That's not what you're about. I mean, we're always about partying and being able to party farther with the money we bring. Obviously we like to spend a little bit of money, but it still wouldn't go 10 feet in Las Vegas or in fucking LA. So it's like, that's one of the things we're always trying to tell people is, you can come out here and have a decent little budget and have a rock star type of party, where you can't do that.
People cater to you here if you show a little money. I mean, they're inviting you to come into a bar and actually allow you to film, which is like breaking the golden rule around here. The girls on stage will actually allow you to show them a little bit. Don't just totally focus on them, but they're going to make a few extra pesos when you guys are there, and they're actually having fun. And who knows which ones are the girls that work there and who are the girls that came with.
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You really don't know.
Because we bring so many people, it just turns into a fucking party.
It camouflages everybody that's in there, just shows a good time.
No, definitely.
I think it's awesome what you guys are doing.
Well, the other thing that we were catching a bunch on is these guys, like, they say, like, they refer them as LDs, like lady drinks, right? And this one guy was telling us how it's like depressing that if you have to go into one of those places and buy the girl's drink to get attention. And I'm just like, how fucking dumb are you? That's the whole business model.
Yes. It's a fantasy, and take advantage of what is there.
Like, why would they give you attention if you're not buying them drinks? They get paid a commission. Their job is to sell you a goddamn drink.
They're falling in love so quick. Like, they don't get attention back in the States. At least
understand the game, man.
Yes. Like, give me the laser pointer. I'll tell you which one I want. Bring her here. Let me talk and buy her a few drinks and touch and caress and whisper sweet nothings. If it goes further, it goes further. If not, I had a great time with a girl. I don't know if I watched the show or not, because it comes down to the conversation you're with the person you're with. I've been to XS and I don't even know what routines or what happened on stage, because I'm in love with this girl with me. But I know it's just a game, and I'm willing to play that game.
Oh, it's fun. It's a good time.
And they're making money.
Like,
it's just that.
I don't understand how people lose sight of that.
Yeah.
But even if you're gonna go to a bar in the U.S. and you want to meet a girl, you're gonna buy her drinks.
You're gonna buy her drinks.
You're gonna have to
buy her dinner. Absolutely.
And the worst part is you're gonna have to give a lot more of your freaking time.
Yeah.
Here you can go in, meet the girl, hang out with her, do whatever you like, and you can leave, and there's no more
Yes.
time invested if you don't want it.
In the States, you know that girl's going to get on her phone after you've met, check out your Facebook, and know everything about you before she decides to go on another date with you.
100%.
Here, they don't care, you know, and I like that. I like that. They make you feel special, especially here in the Philippines. I mean, the girls, you can communicate and understand, and sometimes it's over their head, but they're still going to nod and agree, and maybe a little tougher in Thailand to communicate like that, but they really make you feel special. And that's what it's all about. That's what I like.
So come to Angeles and enjoy it.
Yes.
Don't judge it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They always say the tourism level's down and all of the people are so discouraged by that. You know, I don't care if there's not many tourists. There's still a lot of girls here.
No, definitely.
There's still a lot of things that are fun here.
No, it's funny you say that, because we see those comments too that the street is dead, and like my instant response to most of these guys is I kind of throw a call them gay kind of undertone. It's like, well, why do you want a bunch of men tourists there when you're there? Like, it's kind of cool to be on Angeles with nobody else there, because you walk in the bar and you get all the attention.
Yes.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing for the economics of Walking Street, and we would like to see more tourism, obviously, but if you're just a guy looking to get attention from girls and have a great time, you're probably better off if you're the only one.
Yeah.
In any goddamn bar, right?
Any bar. And the Koreans as well. It's another topic that everybody hates. It's their time. Let them have their time. They're now including and inviting everybody, foreigner-wise, into their bars because it's a little bit lower. Especially Korean tourism seems like it's dropped since there's been a few murders. But, you know, it's all coming around.
Well, we live in Hawaii, obviously, which is a huge tourist destination for, you know, the whole world, especially, you know, travelers from the U.S. And tourism's down there as well. And I think it's down everywhere. And a lot of it has to do with the economic state of the world, right? Like, things are very expensive. Flights are very expensive. Inflation, if you will. And I don't want to turn this into a political conversation, but I think it's affecting everywhere when it comes to tourism. So that's what we're all about, is trying to bring people to Angeles City as you are.
Yeah.
So that puts me into our last topic. Is you made the video today that came out about Atlantis.
Yep.
It was awesome to see you get in there, and that's where we're going tonight.
I look forward to it. So, Steve, you know, finally got in. Cool club, cool owner. And it's going to be fun to do the full circle. Show it empty, show a little bit of the remodel, the refresh that they did in there. And now it's going to be packed house. It's going to be rocking. Steve's going to be excited as hell. We're all going to have a good time.
We're looking forward to it. That was mine and Glenn's spot back in the day when we first came here. Like, it was so above and beyond all the other bars. Once we went in there, we never left. And that's for all this is all pre-pandemic travel. We would come here and we would literally just sit down there and stay there all night. And
got a lot of friends that love that place.
Oh, it's a fantastic place.
I got friends sending me money to go in to spend on the crew that's working in there. So I mean, I like that.
So I'm stoked that the guys that have taken it over they're investing money. Like, they're fixing it up. They obviously have Dollhouse under their control as well. We saw your video where you went in there. Me and Glenn went in there last night with one of their guys. He showed us around. We shot a little bit. Between those two bars, they're the two best venues on Walking Street. And now that those guys are, you know, pumping life back into them by making the investment is super exciting.
Kudos to them too. You know, whoever the owners are, Steve and whoever. It's some of the first bars when you walk through the Fantasyland gates there, you know, and they're going to have their hands in on the bikini contest as well coming up here in 2026. That sounds like it's coming back.
That's Scorebirds.
So, that's Scorebird. Well, they're trying to figure out if Scorebirds, you know, who's going to make the money and who's not, because Scorebirds is no longer the owner management of those two bars, and of course, in addition to Scorebirds. So there's some finalities they got to figure out, but yeah, they're going to probably hold it there again.
That's awesome. Yeah, that used to be a weekly event. The first one I ever went to was was on a Saturday night. They used to have it on Saturday nights, and this is 2013, maybe. It was years ago. And that was the first time I ever set foot in this country, and that was the second night we were here, and my fucking mind was blown. So
how fun is that?
Oh, it was great.
It's entertainment with a great buffet.
Glenn's first experience, because after I came on that trip, I went home and I told him, like, you got to go back with me. So his first experience was staying at Scorebirds, and then the day after we got here, they had it on a Sunday at that point. Glenn can tell his story on it. He's got to turn on his mic. But
I think I've told the story a bunch, dude. But basically, I was overwhelmed. It was awesome. I mean, just like how you felt, how Nick felt. I mean, I felt the same way, and I mean, I was in a place where like you obviously see all the talent or whatever you want to call them, and I was like, I want to talk to her, and she was a winner, so I felt pretty pretty stoked about it. So
They come sit with you.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you're right
The
here.
girls we were hanging out with went and got her, and next, you know, he's sitting next to the winner, and they're hanging out. And
I remember sitting like looking at Nick like, dude, where are we, man? Like what kind of club place where you're like, hey, you don't really have to like go up and put in a bunch of work, I guess, and it ended up being fun. And my first trip was amazing, and I mean, fuck ever since.
You're no longer watching it on TV. You're part of it.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
just so much more exciting as well.
Yeah.
Come sit with me. What's your name? I just saw you for the last couple of years here or there. Thank you for giving me the time. I'm in love with you. Let's go home. Let's get married. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So did you see, were you still there Monday night when the guy proposed to his girlfriend?
Oh yeah, I got that. I sent him the video, in fact, already.
Okay, you know the guy.
I'll include it. Yeah, Keith, and I forget her name, but yeah, she was part of Miko's there for a couple of years.
Nice. No, that was a surprise. It was pretty cool.
Unbelievable.
So-
In fact, when I edited that up and sent it to him, it made me. I had like an emotional overload. It really hit hard. You know what happens here, and that was their special night, and the girls in the crowd go nuts because one of their friends now is going to be married and is hitting the golden ticket. I don't know if you want to call it that. So they're like, yes, and all the guys in the crowd are like, uh-oh. You know, like, wait a minute. I hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, they were completely humble about it. One of the guy's friends asked us if they could do it. I'm like, of course you can do it. Like, I'm not. Like,
Yeah.
We're honored that you picked the night that we're partying to do it. Like,
You know, that was in his head from the start of the party. When, and then when Mike pulled him up on stage and it was his time, it was a little loud, but you can see it in the video where he does propose, and it was special.
yeah, he went down on one knee and everything.
Yeah.
And he was wearing a single 40
Yes,
shirt.
he had
both
the
of them.
shirts on
Both of
all
them.
night,
Yeah, both
yeah.
him and the fiance had his shirt on. So
Yeah.
I met him later in the night and shook his hand and congratulated him. I didn't meet the fiance, but
Yeah.
pretty cool stuff, man. It was definitely nothing we expected to happen at one of our parties,
I
but
didn't expect that either.
we welcomed it for sure.
Unbelievable, yeah. What a
And
special moment for all of us.
I can't wait for the people watching this to talk shit. Like, bring it.
Yeah.
But you know what it
when I
goes
put-
back? Go ahead.
When I put that in my next video, when I do the big video of this whole party from Monday, the comments just for that section of the proposal, I can just imagine already.
they're gonna
what
bring it.
People are gonna say.
They're gonna bring it. They're gonna talk.
Stupidest guy in
Yeah,
the
exactly.
world.
But you know what it comes back to? What we were talking about earlier. What you were missing in your life, what we were missing in our life.
Yeah.
Like, the guy's here. He found fun.
Yes.
He's happy. That's all that matters.
He's happy.
And
Maybe in a couple of years,
However
it'll be a learning lesson, but hope not. I
however
hope
it plays out, it plays out,
And
right?
Jane, or whatever your name is, I wish you well. Absolutely.
but you could see it on their face. They were both fucking happy, and that's all that matters.
Yes.
Right? Like, they're happy. So,
Absolutely. That's what it's all about. Happiness. I've never been so happy since I've lived here.
well, we'll end it on that note then, man. Like, we appreciate you coming, and we'll end it on a positive. And glad you found the fun here, like we did. And
You guys are bringing the positive vibes. The girls in town are trying to, purvey positive vibes. That's what I'm about. We just got to keep that going. The negativity is always going to be there. Just overlook it, brush it off.
I always got to thank you too. You were when me and Glenn started this channel. We were at 50 subs the day I met you, and you gave us a shout out, which helped us at that time.
Yeah.
We literally just during this podcast we hit 4,000.
See? That's what it's about.
We were at 399 before you showed up, so we'll always be thankful to you for
Helping each other out.
the shout out early on, man. We'll never forget that.
And thank you guys.
We've
I know.
that party we met you, so
Yeah.
crazy how fast
Yeah, the year went by.
Who the heck are these guys? And I thought the same thing as a lot of people. Like, why would they spend so much money? But once you're a part of one of these parties, you realize, who cares? It's about the happiness, the fun, the marriage proposals, the whatever.
Preach,
So,
preach. That's it.
yeah, great. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
too.
thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you tonight.
Yep, absolutely.